Grandmaster Caz.
Yeah. Yo, round of applause, everybody, the Grandmaster Caz. We have a legend in the building. It's crazy right now. Whoa! We gonna chop it up. I know you just came from the Mr. Magic joint. I want you to let the people know what Mr. Magic brought to the hip-hop community, man, real quick.
Well, basically, for those of y'all that don't know,
lower it down.
For those of you that don't know, Mr. Magic was a pioneer in hip-hop radio. He's the reason why hip-hop is on the radio right now. He started at a small station called WHBI back in the days. That was one of the stations you had to pay them to get on. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
And yo.
Lower it down back there, please. It's historic, lower it down.
And this was one of those radio stations that you had to pay to get on the radio. And he was one of those, you know, trailblazing cats. He was one of the first cats on the radio with swag. Alright? You couldn't tell Mr. Magic he wasn't the hottest thing going. And he personified what it is to be a radio DJ. You know what I mean? He finally made his way to real radio. Well, not real radio, but you know what I mean? National, a major radio, yeah. WBLS. And he was a groundbreaker. I mean, he's the reason why Red Alert and Chill Out and Flex and Mr. C and all these other DJs on the radio now, man. And I mean, going to his wake and seeing all the love. I mean, everybody was there, man. You know what I mean? The whole Juice crew, you know, everybody that could be there. Roxanne Shante was there. Grandmaster Flash was there. Melly Mel, Curtis Blow, you know what I mean? All the Bugsy, Bob Lee, all the radio cats, you know. So, I mean, it just showed the love that people had and the respect that they had for Magic's contribution to hip hop. So, just another fallen soldier that's gone. I've been going to too many funerals lately, man.
Yo, one thing I can say, man, Grandmaster Caz, everywhere that I go, anytime when there's like a whole hip-hop convention, you're there, man. You know what I'm saying? And that means a lot to me because I see cats like you and I say, yo, man, he's true to hip-hop. But they thought that hip-hop was just going to be a fad. You know what I mean? A lot of people thought that hip-hop was just going to be something that just came and gone. But we still here, man. This is the reason why I still keep doing what I do, because cats like you, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, when I got started in this thing, man, this was something that I wanted to do for life, you know. And this was before records and before people was getting $1 million and all that. For we just did this because we loved it. Just like I see the passion in some of these young cats right now. They not rich yet, so they not, you know what I mean. They still hip hop right now. They ain't rappers yet. They still MCs right now. You know what I mean. So they still got that heart and soul that what's made hip-hop in the first place, you know what I'm saying? And out of my 35, almost 36 years in hip-hop, I've never lost a passion for the culture, you know what I mean? I love the B-boys just as much as I love the DJs, you know what I mean? I love the graffiti cats just as much as I love the MCs, you know, it's all one culture, and we started it. It all started in New York City, you know what I mean? Boogie Down Bronx, but New York City, you know what I'm saying? And this is, I mean, this thing has become a world culture. So, whenever you see me, whenever you see hip-hop, you gonna see me.
Yeah. Yo, everybody that's in the building, please give love to my man Grandmaster Caz. Yo, real talk, man. Yo, one thing I would like to share with everybody. February 9th, they having a hip-hop museum. You're invited to come down. It's going to be a B-boy battle. 2 DJs is going to battle. And we're going to have all the pioneers from hip-hop there. KRS-One is the president of this hip-hop museum that we're doing on February 9th. And I definitely want you to come down and be a part of it. we'll keep in touch. You know how we do. All right? But I just want you to give a little history to our viewers out in Italy and Australia, South Africa, and let them know when you started and where you going with this, real quick. All right?
You want me to do 35 years real quick? Well, I started back in 1974. And then in 2008, I just skipped 35 years, man. Nah, but basically just the highlights. I've done graffiti, you know what I mean? I've been a b-boy, you know what I mean? I DJ and MC. So I've covered all the elements of this culture. You know, I do beatboxing too, but only in private with females.
Wow! Hey!
But I mean, I pretty much covered the culture. I've traveled, I've been around the world, and you know, and all that. I'm not really industry. You know what I mean? I have never been industry. I've never really been corporate. I've never really been part of that, oh, I gotta get a record deal type of my thing. You know what I'm saying? And so Grandmaster Caz is more known for his contributions and his influences on other people. You know what I mean? Being one of the first of the three. You know what a trinity is, all right? That's three. The first trinity in great MCs in hip-hop consists of Grandmaster Caz, Melly Mel, and Kool Moe Dee. Okay? Those are the people that people looked at as their template for being an MC. And every generation has a trinity. You know what I mean? You got Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. You know what I mean? You got, and every generation had that trinity. But the first trinity of great MCs was us. So all of us do this for the love of doing it. You know what I mean? Once dollars got involved, all right, if it's money, pay me. You know what I mean? But that's not my motivation. You know what I'm saying? And what people mostly know me for is I'm hip-hop's first ghostwriter. Okay? I wrote the lyrics for Rapper's Delight. You know what I mean? First hip-hop joint. Every barbecue, every block party, you're going to hear Rapper's Delight. Think of Grandmaster Caz when they say I'm the C-A-S and the O-V-A and the rest L-Y. You know what I'm saying? I was also part of a legendary group of MCs called the Cold Crush Brothers. And from 1980 to 1984, wasn't nobody out there that could touch the Cold Crush Brothers in hip-hop. And even though our early influences were the Furious Five, because the Furious Five was the baddest MC group in hip-hop, okay? And we aspired to be better, you know, to be as good or better than them. Even though they had the record notoriety, once they left the city, they left it to us, and we took over. So, from then till now, I've been steadily involved in things like the Universal Zulu Nation, okay, which is the oldest hip-hop organization in hip-hop, all right? I've been involved deeply with the Rocksteady crew, you know what I mean? I'm a member of the Rocksteady crew as well. LA, Ice-T, the Rhyme Syndicate, you know what I mean? Just the first Rap Mania pay-per-view special, you know what I mean? I feel like Forrest Gump, you know, I've been part of everything that got something to do with hip-hop somewhere along the line. But it's because I love it, man. I love this shit, man. I love it, man. That's why I keep doing it. And so as long as you see it, and as long as it's real, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
What's up, man? Frankie Balls, do you have anything you want to ask him?
The man can play softball too. I seen him at Monkey Park in Brooklyn, smacking that ball. Lenny Green's party. My man can smack the ball.
No, my sport is basketball. You know what I mean? I played ball since I was a kid. That was the biggest thing in my life until hip hop came along. You know, until hip hop came along, and now. Don't try to mess with me now. You know my knees and ankles is all, you know what I mean? Don't try to mess with me now.
Yo, hold on, Caz. My mic ain't good, but I want to tell you something.
I want to tell him something, too.
I'm one of these guys that came up in this business. You know what I mean? and I made some of myself. You taught us that the hood, it don't matter where you come from. Have love for what you want and do it. So everybody in here, you taught them well, man. They might not know you, but you taught them well indirectly. They fell in love with what they wanted and they following their dream. But I'm gonna tell you something. My dream, and I missed it. I caught the tail end, but I missed it. I never got to ever see you rap. Right? I never got to see you rap.